In this video, let us look at how we can use strategy switching in our Binogator strategies. Binogator is an app for trading derivative synthetic indices with automated strategies. So in this app, you set up your strategy and run the bots, and it executes your trades for you. What we are going to look at is a specific feature called strategy switching. So here you select a strategy switch model, and that strategy switch model will determine how your strategy is executed. The strategy switch model we have available are Rookie and Squid. If you select Rookie, for instance, this block will come to light, and you can now set the sequence you want the Rookie to run. Strategy switching, explained here, says we can switch between the main and alternative strategy based on a set pattern. What is the main and alternate strategy? This is where you set your main strategy. This is where you set your alternate strategy. In other words, when we select this block, the Rookie switch model, and set this block like this, we are saying that we want this main strategy to run 2 times, alternate strategy to run 2 times, in that order. It continues like that. Once main strategy runs 2 times, alternate strategy will run 2 times, and main strategy will run 2 times again, and continues like that. Now, in the main strategy, we are to set up what conditions we want to run in that strategy. Of course, there are condition blocks here, but for the sake of this test, we're not going to be using any condition blocks. We want to focus on how this Rookie actually operates. So let us just use a simple example in this video. In the main strategy, I want the bot to buy rice equals. In the alternate strategy, I want the bot to buy 4 equals contract. Remember that the contract you will see in the main or alternate strategy depends on the trade type you select here. So if I select over under, I would see the digits over and digits under trade types, contracts here. So also in the alternate strategy. But in this example, I want to show you about the Rookie strategy switch model. Let us use the rise for trade type. So once again, I set rise equals in the main strategy and 4 equals in the alternate strategy. What the bot understands by this is that it will buy rise equals 2 times and then buy 4 equals 2 times in that sequence. If I set this to 1, I believe you should know what it means. It will buy each strategy once before the next and continues in that pattern. So let us set this to 2 as it was before and run the bots. So it bought higher than or equal contract, which is the rise equal contract. The second contract was rise equal. The next will be fall equal. You see, the next was lower than or equal, which means fall equal contract. It bought fall equal contract again. Before switching to higher equal, it will buy another higher equal before switching to fall equal in that sequence. Let us look at Squid strategy switch model. So to use the Squid strategy switch model, we select Squid here, and these blocks come to light. These are the blocks we will use to configure the Squid pattern of our strategies. So unlike the rookie switch model, which allows switching between main and alternate strategy based on a specific number of runs, like it says here, run main strategy 2 times and run alternate strategy 2 times. It doesn't depend on any other condition, it just has to run each strategy the given number of times set here. So unlike the rookie model, the Squid model depends on the result of the contract. So here we switch to alternate strategy after 1 losses or wins of the main strategy. And again, we switch to main strategy after 1 wins or losses of the alternate strategy. So this model depends on the result of the contract. We can set how many losses or wins we want the bot to watch out for. With this default setting, what will happen is that the bot is going to run the condition in this tab, the main strategy tab. It will continue to buy contracts using the conditions in the main strategy tab until there is 1 loss. That is 1 loss of the main strategy. Once it encounters 1 loss, it will switch to the conditions in this alternate strategy tab. So if I set rise equals here, I want to buy rise equal contracts in the main strategy and fall equals contracts in the alternate strategy. So when I click run, what I expect is that the bot will continue to buy rise equals, which is higher or equal. That is in the description, that is the way it is put, but the name of the contract is rise equals. So it will continue to buy rise equals until it encounters 1 loss, because I set 1 here, and then it switches to alternates and starts buying fall equals until it encounters 1 win, because I set 1 here. So let's try it out. So it lost the first trade of rise equals. It will switch to 4 equals, which is this one, it won, and switched back to rise equals. So if I set this to 2, what it means is that it will not switch to alternate strategy until it encounters 2 consecutive losses, and then it will switch to alternate strategy, and it will continue with the alternate strategy until it encounters 1 win. So currently it's running the main strategy because this shows higher than or equal, which is rise equal contract. It will continue to buy rise equal contracts until 2 consecutive losses is encountered. So 1 loss, now 2 consecutive losses. It will switch to the alternate strategy, which is 4 equals, as you can see here, lower than or equal, and it continued in the next trade with lower than or equal, but since it encountered a win here, it switched to higher than or equal. So this is how the Squid strategy switch model works.